Howdy. It's now time for one of my favorite times of the year. Probably second place is Christmas. It's October. I don't know why I can't speak English right now. But we are going to do spooky games for the whole month. This is gonna be my third playthrough of World of Horror. I don't play this super often. Oh wow. Super often. Almost said awesome, then almost said awful, and then just bleh. But I have played it before. Oh my god, I last played it in 2023. Really? Immediately my cat decides to start knocking at the door? Immediately she's unleashed. Oh my god. Alright. Open up the damn game. I thought this was a dick version. It's like, excuse me. Miss? This is at least partially because I want to do like a thorough look at this game. And the only way of doing that is to just play it. Extra. Where are like the color palette options? Oh shit, I don't remember how this works anymore. There it is. Hills, film, grimoire. And there's like 5 million of these things. So in. Oh, that's so pink though. Backrooms. This is kind of like GBA color. Not GBA. GB colors almost. Bloodlord. Caution tape. And some of these are fucking terrible to look at. I'm sorry. Let's just do kinda black. That might be the easiest for most people to look at. Cause it's like, that's right, I gotta keep stuff like colorblindness in mind. What is this? You have to go away. This update brings World of Horror added for early access. Okay, yeah. That's been how it's been. Spoiler alert, there hasn't been any updates, really, other than a merch launch. Oh dear. I mean, allegedly there's been updates on the dude's Discord, but it's still just like, can you put those on Steam, please? Would you like to customize your next playthrough's look? Yeah, I've already done this. Okay, start a new playthrough, randomly selecting character, old god, background, and more. Let's do a quick play. City of Shiokawa, Japan, 1980X. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago, are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you finally arrived in the doomed town. Did I actually skip something? I don't even know. Banish the other The thing forsaken by God. Banished to the other dimension a long time ago, Goizo has found a way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey straight through a reflective glass. The glimpses behind your reflections are just the beginning of a real nightmare. Old God's role, resting at home raises doom. Oh, that's my favorite. Important messages will appear here. You've learned a new spell, Flesh Regrowth. I still, never fully understood how this works. All I know is that one of the last times I played this, I picked the god that prevents you from running from encounters, because I figure nothing I've been facing has been that difficult. And then wouldn't you know it, I get a fucking ghost for the first time in the game. Oh god, what the fuck do I do again? I should have looked at my old playthroughs. Alright, I don't have any allies. I have to, go looking for those. There's nowhere I can go other than my home. I think? Yeah. Check your mailbox. It's empty. Oh, yep. You are not currently investigating any weird mystery. Recent newspaper clippings and notes collected in the next room should point you in the right direction. Take a bath, just fresh out the gate. Shower, hope you calm down and do wonders for your sore muscles. What temperature do you set it through? Why can't I fucking speak? XP booster. Well, I guess XP boost. Take a peep through peephole. What's that? Probably just my imagination. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there's something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. Okay. Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors, Rotten Report of a Rancid Ramen, Freaky Feature of Found Footage, Curious Case of a Contagious Coma, Horrible History of Household Hell. There's also yeah, there's the reroll button if you don't want those. I never done this one. There are many old mansions around this town. Oh Manor is one of them. Supposedly haunted by a family of 4 who disappeared without a trace one summer, but is it the only tragic event that took place there? Friends you talk with are not sure where the mansion itself is located. You have to find the mansion first. A trip to the library may shed some light on it. Investigate seaside. Something pulls you toward the beach. A statuette, half buried in the sand, is calling you. Feeling your hand shaking, you take a step closer. Statuette looks surprisingly heavier than it looks. Mesmerized, you take it home and wonder where you will display it. It's a bad idea. I guess we can just investigate the seaside again. You can't shake the feeling that those small dock buildings hide some terrible secrets, plus 2% doom. Woohoo! You learn the cliff the mansion was built on is famous for its extensive cave system. You decide to rent some books that might help you. Only 24 hours until the Kickstarter for Star Garden concludes. Anyways, what is this? This is a horror game. Hello, Gabriel. Let's see what's at the school. Oh, that's right, I have to like some of the things. Wait, why is it suddenly so dark outside? You stand by the window to take a look. Black smog emerges from the courtyard, coating everything in an oily vapor. Observe the smog. Perception check. Success. Sludgy vapors rise slowly upward, forming a perfect spiral. You back away from the window, surprised by this curious phenomenon. Plus 8 EXP. Okay, sure. That seems so crazy. Fuck. No worry, it's not like super scary. despite it being obviously Junji Ito based. The thing was supposed to be somewhere near the cliffs. You've copied a major photo from the newspaper and prepared to leave. Well, given that I already discovered it, given that I investigated the seaside, let's just try going there. Found a new item, Shiokawa Herald A. Looks like one of the previous owners of this mansion liked to read. Dusty tomes reach the ceiling. You don't have much time, but maybe you could spare a minute to look through the books? Yeah, let's start with the shelves. Perception check, failure. Fantastic, my favorite. The books are covered with a thick layer of dust. They seem rare, but cover mundane topics such as botany and anatomy. Alright, fine, let's just go here. Listen, I was generally scared when you played Night Manor. You see that I'm pretty much a coward against horror games. Do I even have any money? Where's my money? Alright, there's my level, there's my EXP. Is that the cash? Oh, I know, that's... Shit, I forget what that is. I don't quite remember this. So May 31st, you somehow missed my birthday. Oh no, sorry. Time passed. Resting increases doom penalty. Town status. Yep. Is that it up there? Do I just have $1? Alright, even though I wasn't even born yet. Finally got myself Hatsune Miku Mega Mix. Ooh. Enjoy the pain, balls too. Investigate downtown. That pair has been following you since this morning. You finally managed to lose them, but can't shake the feeling that it will only get worse. Okay. Comparing different mansions with the sketch, you finally find the one. There's only one problem. You will need a strong rope to enter the mansion through the high window. Time to scare the monster for real. There's a hardware shop? Let's see. God, what does this guy make me think of? Yeah, looks like I can't afford anything. Needs Yakuza card. He looks North Korean. Your reflection twists and shimmers when you're not looking at it directly. Goizo is getting closer, plus curse. Make it through the window. This is the abandoned mansion that your friends have talked about. Let's explore it. Okay, now I'm allowed to go to the mansion. I mean, I've been able to. What's with my character's face right now? You enter a room full of wooden statues. You are amazed by how realistic some of them look. So realistic, in fact, that you could have sworn one of them blinked. Oh, goody. Fill the combat sequence with combat moves and click the launch sequence to attack your enemy. Right click is delete the last move. Look, that was Charlie Chaplin in the way of that mustache look. Alright, attack without a weapon. Let's just kick him a bunch of times. Did I, like, fuck something up? Oh, okay. Sound effects are down. I don't know why I turned them down. Huh. Pillar I just realized it's a pillar vampire? When is a game dev gonna add traditional fighting game features to horror? It looks like that one guy from the Goonies. Isn't that dude named Chunk or something? I never actually saw the Goonies. Go ahead and point and laugh at me. Watched it, but I don't remember. Speaking of don't remember. Oh, this is attack boost. Okay. Am I actually hitting this thing? Or does this count as a ghost and therefore I have to do something else? Oh wait, its HP is going down. What does mine look like? I don't think I have any way of, like, fixing myself. Is that fucking Butthead? Oh my god. It does. Enemy regains health. Oh, fantastic. My absolute favorite. Not really anything else I can do. There we go, he's down. I regain health. You hear a weird noise coming from the locked study. You must find a key. Let's try the garden. Following a suspicious person, you enter an old rundown mansion room. It stinks like spoiled milk and has only 2 doors, one of which you came through. You can't see a strange man anywhere. Search the room. Finding yourself back in the corridor, you see the man vanishing behind the corner. Since you're catching up, he doesn't have the time to lock the door. You lose the man, but find occult books in the filthy room that are just as valuable. What have we got? Article covers a group of scientists from Tokyo. They were exploring and mapping weird cave formations found in the cliffs. The search of the missing team of scientists continues. The only clue so far is a code written on cavern walls, 432 hertz. Use Butthead! One house owner, however, decided to make use of the cave tunnel. It's a natural concert hall, he claims. Okay. What do I do with this? I assume we got it inputted somewhere. Maybe. What did this just say? Cave tunnel. Do I have access to a cave tunnel? Reminds me, what's going on with me? Curse, mutation, ocean is calling. Chance of negative effect with each seaside investigation. Ooh, my favorite. And it's not like I wasn't there like twice. Investigating house. The whole building begins to shake as you enter the room. Suddenly a stone pillar bursts through the floor where you stood just seconds ago. Noticing the arcane symbols painted on the stone, you take a step closer. Just try studying the symbols. We don't know shit. You try to recognize the symbols, but they shift and change right before your eyes. Dizzy, you escape the room as blood oozes from your nose. Cute. Overgrown garden. As you glance around, you notice that more and more people are wearing strange masks, unlike anything you've seen before. As you turn to your friends for reassurance, I don't have friends. I didn't bring any. You notice that some also wear these eerie masks. Their voices sound muffled and distorted, and you can't shake off the feeling that they're not quite themselves. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end, and you realize something is terribly wrong. Owl. Oh god, they do look like owls. They are preparing for something. This can't be healthy. Are they hiding something? Sense of dread creeps over you as the masked people are swarming through the store, filling their carts with food and survival equipment. You notice the goods prices have already skyrocketed. You realize that you need to act fast if you don't have any chance of survival. -2 funds. Am I not in a mansion? What the fuck's going on? When did I enter the mask festival? Huh? That somehow reminds me of Gydos from Tears of the Kingdom. I'll have to take your word for it. This was just kind of inserted here. It's like, wait, I'm not at a mask. I'm inside of a mansion. What am I doing at a mask festival? Hoot hoot, I fly away. Might as well. In the middle of a room, you see a man tied to a chair. You rush in to help. When you remove his gag, though, the man starts shouting curses and ancient prophecies. You fall onto the floor, your mind flooded with unspeakable images as the man slowly stands up, completely ignoring the chair he was seemingly tied to. More questions than answers. Yeah, seriously. Cult member. Oh, Grady. Grady? Oh, great. I couldn't decide if I wanted to say, oh, great, or oh, good gravy. So I just combined them. Combined? Oh my god. What? It's been a long day at work, but my goodness. +1 doom damage, so it's gonna add more to my doom meter. That's cool. Hold on. Focus, and then start kicking the crap out of them. Cult member yells loudly. God, I'm so fucking weak. Your mind is flooded with unspeakable images. Yeah, I know that. Now what did he do to me? Ahoy hoy. But no one came. Ooh, okay, I did get him. Wait, what's that? Pick it up. Found an item. Curious statuette. +1 knowledge when held in the inventory. Okay. Keep looking for a key. Oh, I forget. How do I check how much health I have? Would Lady ever play the Neo Geo collection? I could. Is that like an official release, or do I have to, like, acquire it? I don't have a problem with either, just like, well, maybe not in Twitch chat, but just tell me how to do it. Just hit me. This isn't quite... Oh, right, I could get it centered. That's right. That's why it's kind of a little off-center. But yeah, I'm willing to do that. The Neo Geo, that's the one that has Neo Turf Masters, right? I'll play that. Golf game with a really sick soundtrack. Neo Turf Masters, baby! Exactly. You find a heavy tome wrapped in moth-eaten black velvet in an old log cabinet. When you remove the book's wrappings, you recoil in disgust. It's bound in human flesh. Well, if the Evil Dead taught me anything, you should read that. Oh. Whoops. Your head swims with countless blasphemous voices. I just keep tempting fate tonight. SNK stuff. Casting spells raises doom. Oh, yay! Stop feeling I'm starting to get the hang of it. This must be the place where the key is. You enter the art workshop. The room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. One sculpture strikes you as eerily realistic. There ain't no way it's a sculpture, bud. Check out the sculpture. The head of the sculpture looks so lifelike. You move closer and raise your hand nervously to touch it. It falls off. Prepare for combat? No, my food! Headless person stumbles out of the sculpting classroom, and it's reaching for your head! At least it didn't show too much of the sculpture. Her hand looks small. Oh well. How hard can a statue be? Ah, no! -1 all damage. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever. Stabs you. Oh, again, how do I check my health? Like, that's not... Unless that is. I got confused on this last time. +3 stamina. -2 max stamina. This is ridiculous. Grabs you by the neck. Oh my god. In fact, that's technically how long those hands are long. In fact, that's technically how long my hands are. Censor. It's fine. She's wearing pants. At least I'm pretty sure she is. Okay, that is my health. Okay. I swear I had a hard time with this last time. My reason is, like, in the fucking toilet, though. There we go. Hear a weird noise coming from the lock study. You must find the key. No reason for this memorial to be here. Neither of your parents were from Shiokawa. So why? Who would do this? Is it just to taunt you for what happened? But even still, all the materials are here to perform a seance. She not. Well, it's fine. It's art. Like, what's this about a memorial? I just kinda got here. Yeah, I take them. Try one more time. I feel like a step was skipped here. What the fuck? You go to pick up a candle, but it seems it wasn't a good idea to start the memorial. Horrible pain shoots through your hand and into the rest of your body. Clutching your wrist and whimpering, you retreat. Plus injury. Clutching your wrist. Abdominal cut. Fantastic. This game just keeps telling me to go to hell. You aren't sure what to expect. The sturdy door to the study opens with a creak. The dark, dusty room is empty, but something feels wrong. A faint draft, perhaps? You move the rotten carpet aside to reveal a secret passageway cut directly into the cliff rock. Right, we're getting an ad break soon. Make your way down. Following a strange song, you discover a hidden passage that leads you to an underground chamber connected to the sea. You can't find the source of the sounds, but then it hits you. The acoustics at this place make the waves sound like the most beautiful serenade. Mesmerize you, step closer to the stone altar at the end of the room. Step closer. Did I just take damage? Unholy chants coming from the caves connected to the mansion must have driven the family insane. With no connection to the outside world, they fed on what they had themselves. However, this doesn't explain the fresh corpses and wet tracks around the altar. Ending C. Plus 30 experience, 15 XP. There's still hope, -3 doom. Reason of stamina, and 1 day passes. Preparing for the worst, people are stocking up on everything, making it harder for you to find what you want. Whoopee! What was I? Oh yeah, you don't be the fighting freak knuckles. We're at Pumpkin Hill, and I thought you were going to be doing SA2. It just kind of spawned it. Actually, did it even spawn that one? No, I played Space Trip Steps before I started. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. Taking a bath. That's not me. Alright. So an ad should be starting soon. I'm gonna keep it on hold. After all that time, it was a wig. When will you wear wigs? At least it's supposed to be starting soon. It's been taking like a solid minute to start up. Well, let's see. Oh, there it is. See you guys after the break. Ended it slightly early, but there it is. We're back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Bah! What in tarnation? Okay. Fucking childish ass game. What the What the fuck? What is this, a rise? John McCain, why?
Oh dear.
John McCain, why?
Transfer girl. Yeah, we'll wear the jacket. Anything on TV? Once a year, a ramen shop appears where there was once an alleyway. The ramen sold inside, made from his former patrons, but can cure any health problem. Well, you know, it's just the price you gotta pay. No, I'll solve this on my own. I don't have any cassettes to watch. Oh God, Arise. That's a deep cut. Yeah, we can't even operate an old phone. Pretty much. Demolition of an old inner-city shrine has resulted in an array of unfortunate accidents, and most recently the death of 6 people suspected of arson. I tell you, it was arson. Yep, someone arson around. Two. Suspect for a missing person continues in the forest surrounding Shiokawa. If you have any information, please contact the police department. Stop fucking with the telephone. No! 1-899-881-972-3. Why can't I call anyone? Oh well. Alright, wait, I don't want to exit. I just spent some time with your family living in a nearby town of rest, feeling tainted by the horror you've experienced here. Deep inside you know you'll be forced to return someday. Yeah, we're gonna go back. Okay. Alright, we'll just head off on our next one. Alright, I don't have custom mysteries. What's the next one? Curious case of a contagious coma. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People will try to wake the patients up, only end up falling into a coma themselves. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated to warding the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people, and how did this strange illness start? Investigate the village twice to complete this quest. Check the news reports about this weird disease and try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. Stand in the middle of the field, frozen in terror. A rip in our reality shows the horrible future of our planet. Seeing the familiar figure looking back at you, you can't help but wonder if it's our world that's just an illusion. Fall to your knees, dry heaving. Nothing will ever be the same. Curse. Oh goody, holes! Nah. It's Lavos. We're never escaping. Let's try investigating the village again. Following a weird light, you enter an abandoned village building. The whole room is illuminated by countless paper lanterns in many colors. One lantern, however, begins to get closer. Oh, coolio. Human lantern. Stamina, reason, or both? Oh, great, it's a ghost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You think you got 3 ritual moves, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Oh my god! Alright, what did that guide say again? Alright, clap, clap, bow, clap, bow. We'll try that. Wait. Oh my god. This is the awfulest. Clap, bow, clap, clap, bow. Let's try that. Bow, clap, 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 bow. What the fuck is this asking? I lost track of this. So to see there's a ghost in the way how the thing waves. Yeah, that's really your only hint. Alright, so I got 3 right the first time. God. I have a cough drop in my mouth. Sorry if you can, like, hear it clacking around. Oh my god. Clap, bow, bow, clap, clap. Let's try that. It's hard to keep track of which ones I've done. There we go. Holy shit, I almost died. Old man from the village hands you a package. This should help you understand the illness. Plus item. Dust of seeing. Alright, I can clear up. Alright, you've advanced to the next experience level. Choose 1 perk and 1 stat upgrade. Core strength, occult signs, and fame. Faster combat actions. Oh, that doesn't do any good. Core strength sounds good. And, oh god. I got sick. Well, maybe it's starting to get a little cold. It is, like, surprisingly cold. Like, in general today. It's like the second we crossed over into October, it's just like, it's time to freeze! Higher your strength is, the faster you can form the block action. Knowledge. I cannot yet confirm that the knowledge stat has any influence on battle except making attacking actions faster while wielding a knowledge-based weapon. This is not the most helpful guide. Let's just do that. Core strength and strength. It wasn't that cold. It was sitting around 65 around the afternoon. Well, I don't think the heat is on in the house, so it feels really cold in here. Feel the gaze of a librarian. Many of the books you can find here were donated after the accident at the university building. Study old tomes. Make notes. So I have to make some notes about subjects that could be relevant in this case. Hopefully all your work won't go to waste. Sorry. And I get some allies. Kyrie is waiting for class to begin. There's something off about them. Michi is staring at the clouds. They look like hits. They look fine. Kohaku is waiting for the class to begin. They look fine. Sounds strange, but I believe you. Okay, we got Kairi in our party. She hasn't come to school since last week. He didn't make those drawings, and who did? Forced to help you. Sorry, I don't have time for games. Farewell. You were always such a kidder. I get it. But wait. Call now, you can wait. Give me a break. Intimidation found. Student shoves you away and escapes, screaming for help. Alright, fine, bitch. Momentarily renders invisible creatures partially visible. White dust. It has no smell. The thing with me is that I get cold, like, super easily. I'm like a damn lizard. You enter the kitchen, even though it's abandoned and the lights are off, something is cooking in a large pot. You don't like the smell of it. Search for a weapon, look for a first aid kit, see what's cooking. Oh, I should, but let's see if we can't find a weapon. Looks like someone has taken all the knives from the kitchen. The mere thought of it makes you very uneasy. Am I okay? Apparently I fucking exploded down there. That was enough to drive me insane. No knives! That encounter was the final straw. Your mind is snapped and you've been locked up in an asylum. It would be comforting to accept you were insane, that no old god is awakening to devour humanity. But the drugs haven't made those horrors disappear. That's right, you had to, like, wait for this screen to finish up. Cause of death, reason loss. Woohoo! There's one mystery plaguing this town. You saw 11 new events, encountered 4 new enemies, unlocked 2 new achievements. Your health dropped too low. You will die at the beginning of your next encounter. Woohoo! Alright, let's try a new one. Maybe it'll go better. That's just kind of how World of Horror goes. It's just sometimes there's not really a whole lot you can do. Let me just look at a quick guide. Here's the opposite. I have some resistance to the cold. Can somebody, like, just give me a quick little basics? Let's see. Learning the ropes. George button to get the friend's diary. Blah blah blah. Yeah, what is that up in the corner? Somebody, like, tell me. Oh my god, this is showing like an old version of the UI. It's like, where is the spot where the money is listed? I've totally forgotten where it is. Oh dear. Alright, let's see what's under extra. 10 out of 96. Oh my lord. Evening. Hi, Rife. I'm struggling a little bit. Burned down the school building. I don't remember doing that. I did finally exorcise a ghost, though. I still only kind of understand this game. You'll exercise with a ghost? Sure. Let's try it again. Blah. ZX Spectrum colors. Actually, that's a little hard to look at. Let's just go back to the black and white one. Yeah, there we go. Customize the playthrough. Dropping below 1 stamina reason will kill you immediately, just like in real life. Gah! I don't want him. Contains all cards you've unlocked through all achievements. One last thing, a tall man left the suitcase for you this morning. He said you will know the password. I wondered, what could that mean? Great teeth on that guy. Like, seriously. Baby FRW. What we got in here? Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. Rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. I didn't mean to completely skip that. Whoopsie daisies. Name Kirie Minami. 20, female. Could the ghost following her be in any way connected with all the weird events happening in this town? Oh no, there are sex bots. Maybe, if that's what that was supposed to be. Alright, who do I have? That's Kirie. What the hell was that noise? Aiko, barely surviving after a ghost of a drowned man kept her underwater. She's determined to solve this mystery. Combat speed bonus. Haru. Robbing that old abandoned manor was a mistake. With his friends dead, mutilated, and a vengeful horror chasing him, no speed is too fast. Starts with cigarettes. Right, this one is the guy who's like fucking impossible. Mizuki. What a strange world we live in, where stopping an ancient evil is the easiest way to boost your career. Starts with a random ally. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The government won't sweep this one under the rug. Plus perception plus minus dexterity starts with the camera. Skeptic. Initiate. Cultist. True believer. Is that Bat Boy? Alright, we'll just do cultist difficulty. What's this? Oh god, medical history, that one's horrible. Brittle bones run in your family and you spend each summer in a cast. So with extra EXP and bandages, but an injury may occur whenever the player takes damage in combat. I was born with glass bones and paper skin. I guess we'll... Combat speed bonus. I guess we'll stick with Aiko. Coming in the future. This is the full release, by the way. Unless that means I have to unlock it. Endless mode. It's hopeless. You can't stop the old gods. In this mode, there are no mysteries to solve to earn points by surviving an endless stream of encounters. Sounds horrendous. Let's go with that. Somewhere, a group of people gathers trying to awaken their master. But I sold chocolate to pay for my medical bills. Early access with extra steps. Might as well be. And this was in early access when it first came out. I got this at the final release, assuming that would be the end of it, but nope. Is this the one that... Bleh. Is this the one that mixes so that you can't run from encounters? Yep. You can't run from combat. The terrible spider god, Chthak Odoras, is once again awakening from his slumber. Blinded by its impossible to satisfy hunger, it has started to tear down the walls of its cocoon prison. You can't run from combat. Ithoto, the devouring fire, is supposed to cause the destruction of the Library of Alexandria. A perfect black marble statue has been recently discovered and is currently waiting in the Museum of Uwu for its long-awaited premiere. Both your damage and your enemies is increased. Athios Yolas, the Towering Eye. The Mad God favors astronomers and magicians, granting them its gift of power that unknowingly brings Athiolas' floated body closer and closer to Earth. So this is basically Remina. Cosmic Gift. Casting spells costing reason increases doom instead. Goizo. Banished to the other dimension a long time ago, Goizo has found a way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey straight through a reflective glass. The glimpses behind your reflections are just the beginning of a real nightmare. I got a bone to pick with you, buddy, so we're going back to you. Resting increases doom penalty. She already looks done with this. Nothing in the mailbox. Let's just take a quick bath. That's, once again, not me. That's a dude. XP boost. What's on the TV? Local dentist has been found guilty of implanting dog teeth under human patients. Motive is currently unknown. What if it's like Halloween 3, where his motive is just basically, why the hell not? I can't count. Sounds rough. In there. Alright. Oh, I do have an empty bottle. You've already taken a bath. Alright, fine. What's that? Probably just my imagination. Same thing that happened as last time. Alright. Start a new mystery. Alright, what have we got? Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors. Bloody Brief of a Beckoning Bulletin. Rotten Report of a Rancid Ramen. Alarming Account of Abnormal Arms. Vicious Verses of a Violent Vigil. This sounds like the most interesting one. You have received an official-looking letter. What does a law firm in Tokyo want from you? We regret to inform you of the passing of our client and your granduncle. His funeral will be preceded by an overnight vigil as per the client's request. There's an address and a list of people expected to arrive. You don't recognize any of the names. Intrigued, you decide to check it out yourself. What's the worst thing that could happen? Curb Your Enthusiasm theme. Following the directions from the letter, you slowly fight your way through the overgrown forest path. The old mansion looks like it was torn down and rebuilt many times, but where is everybody? I heard this music. Explore mansion. The overgrown garden. The round window of the Crooked Manor Tower is calling you. You feel your strength drain away as you stare at the bright light. Fight it. Yeah! Just one glimpse of the Eldritch landscape is enough. You manage to cover your eyes and move to where you can't see the damned window. You feel sick, but at least you're safe for now. I still lost reason, though. It takes you some time, but finally you manage to find someone. Is that another guest? You should ask them what's going on in here. 4 actions on the right allow you to investigate the location and interact with it. 9 p.m., 8 hours till dawn. Who's that? Blah! A pair is standing next to a window. The man is muttering something to himself while his wife is observing you with her unnaturally bulgy eyes. The body is laid in the master bedroom. You should pay him your respects. Can I, like, speak to them? Corpses are strung up on wire like macabre marionettes with painted smiles and rosy cheeks. Sure, why not? I just lose to reason. Pressing a handkerchief to your nose, you enter the dark room. There's no way they allowed your granduncle to just lie here. What was the correct bow and clap order? Maybe other guests will know. As you return to the corridor, you notice another family member has arrived. Necro foot warning. Yeah, seriously. Ugh. You notice all the guests are studying small cards. You should ask them about it. A muscular man is eyeing you as you take a step towards him. You can't help but notice a deep scar going across his cheek. You didn't get this with a letter? Here, take mine. Alright, we got a vigil pamphlet. I'd like to thank you on behalf of our client for participating in this vigil on such short notice. He was a spiritual person and left instructions we are asking you to follow closely. Pray over the body. Clap, clap, bow, bow. Clap, clap, bow, clap. Feed the plant in the study with blood. Okay. Normal shit. Cover the mirror in the storage room. And at the vigil. Alright, clap, clap, bow, bow. It's just you two again. Alright. I think you got the order right. Inspect his foot? Why? See a weird symbol tattooed on the man's toe. You copy it onto your pamphlet. Normal shit. What's in the pamphlet? Alright. Pray over the body. At midnight again. Clap, clap, bow, clap. Okay, so now what the fuck do I do? No, I guess I just explore. Oh, this again? Why is there an art workshop everywhere I go tonight? Well, I'm not examining the sculpture again. That thing attacked me last time. Room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre mask hanging on the front wall. Let's just check out the masks. One mask looks similar to the design you once saw in an occult book. You decide to take it with you. +1 item. Small chance of ignoring reason lost in combat. Every family member is cautiously eyeing the smelly dishes placed on the table in the corner of the room. The guest seems strangely uninterested in this vigil. You should explore more and learn what you can. Let's check out what's there. It smells so nauseating it almost makes you sick. -1 stamina. Coolio! Sotomaro nervously scratches his scar. These two again. Alright, so there's the symbol. That other guy had a mark on his neck. These guys don't have any weird marks, although she is extremely fish-faced. Shudder instantly recognizing the room from a newspaper photo. 3 years ago, a man hanged himself here. Why is the vigil being held in a place like this? There's absolutely nothing in here. This is so strange. I guess we explore again. We'll go exploring. Oh god. You enter a room full of wooden statues. You are amazed by how realistic some of them look. So realistic. So realistic, in fact, that you could have sworn one of them blinked. Oh, it's Butthead again. Get out of here, bro. No, there's not really much I can do other than just keep hitting. Or at least hope I keep hitting. Did I lose reason there too? I might have. I know I lost some stamina. Okay, good. It's midnight. You should go and pray. Clap, clap, bow, clap. Alright. The body is missing. Oh, this bodes well. Where is everybody? Check the wardrobe. Ooh, meat cleaver. Oh, shit's about to get real. Yep. Alright, well now we got a weapon. Someone has already removed all the furniture from this room. The overgrown plant is casting an unsettling shadow. Investigation can wait. A hot bath is too inviting. What the fuck, bitch? Well, nothing to be done. You bathe happily and continue with newfound strength. Normal behavior. Unfortunately, we don't get to hear that track anymore. Like, I've heard that track in a random video. I was interested on what it was to the point I asked, and they quickly replied not knowing the track's origin. How did they get their hands on the track, and then are just like, oh, I don't know where it's from. But there's your answer. It's from the World of Horror soundtrack. You managed to find one of the guests. They are shaken, but otherwise safe. You both decide to get the hell out of this place, but the door is gone. You two again? Nothing in the wardrobe anymore. He sent the name of the track, I just forgot what it was called. Oh, okay. You try to avoid mirrors, afraid of what could be waiting for you on the other side. Why am I naked? Unless that's just simply, oh, what the fuck is it called? What's the name of that Japanese ghost that has like an eye on the back of the head? Corridors twist and turn, trapping you in this mansion. You think you can hear the other guests somewhere, but should you risk getting lost yourself? Why are these two still here? Feed the plant in the study with blood. Seeing someone has already moved all the furniture from this room. The overgrown plant is casting an unsettling shadow. I don't know, freaking Daisy's trophy model in Melee. Right, she did have an eye on the back of her head for some reason. Alright, let's feed the plant. Cut your hand and pour some blood on the soil. Hopefully that's enough. Wait, that's a person's shadow. What the heck? Cover the mirror in the storage room. Fun fact about that is that there was planning to do a face on the back like there's another eye, but it's not shown. Kill them. No, thank you, sir. I guess we go exploring again. So Daisy really was gonna be some sort of eldritch horror? Yeah, we're not reading this fucking thing again. You may never know what's inside the hideous book, but that's a good thing. Minus 3% doom. We have a very low doom score, all things considered. The other guest is now safe with you. The whole building cracks and moves. You're scared of what will come next. It's this guy again. Cover the mirror in the storage room. I don't have anything that can cover the mirror. That's a problem. I'm planning to use the back of the head to start making the face until I decide to make it. I'm supposed to... face is that. It's weird that they just left an eye, though. That's so strange. And I guess they figured nobody's looking, but then it's just like, don't ever underestimate people. I don't have anything to cover it with. Nothing to be done. Hearing a shuffling sound coming from behind a wardrobe, you decide to push it out of the way. You discover a niche in the wall. Someone has put 3 dusty dolls in there. When you try to reach and grab one, however, they jump off and scatter around the room, giggling. Joy. God, this reminds me of something, but I can't think of what. Whatever. It's doing some pretty nice damage. Puppet matron stabs you in the shin. There we go. The knife makes all the difference in the world. As the vigil is nearing its end, the whole mansion shakes more and more until the walls start to collapse, revealing the shocking truth about your whereabouts. Was there never a mansion to begin with? Oh, even better. Revealing an alien landscape. You can taste blood in your mouth as the slimy appendages slowly get closer. Oh no. Read enough fanfic to know where this is going. Voice in your head tells you what to do. 4 a.m. Hmm? So what do I do? I can either sacrifice the weird dude and his wife, that one dude with the mark on his neck, or I can just carve the cursed symbol. Let's do the curse symbol. Bloated corpse of your uncle slowly floats into the room as the remaining walls collapse. The contract is not over yet. Oh, goody. Horrible old man. Cheated death twice. He's got 40 HP? Oh god, I should have just sacrificed somebody. Alright, I have 14 stamina. He just floated. That's all he did. He just floated. I just noticed his irises. Look. He seems happy about it. There we go. The contract is void. A voice booms in your head as everything gets dark. When you wake up, you find yourself lying on the grass, the old mansion nowhere to be seen. Next to you are the other guests, as confused as you. Everything feels like a bad dream. Was the man claiming to be your grand uncle really trying to cheat death itself? You and the other family members finally exit the forest and leave the nightmare of it behind. One thing is certain, though, you will never open any more letters by law firms from Tokyo. Ending A. Rewards for solving this mystery. Well, knowledge is key, 30 knowledge. 30 experience. There's still hope, -3 doom. Tireless, +1 reason and stamina, and 1 day passes. Heart of Darkness. The imposing shadow cast by the lighthouse is getting longer each day. Lighthouse gets 1 additional floor. Ah, fuck my life. Oh. Accidentally kicked my PS2. Man, it's so cold in my room. Ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. You can't enter it yet. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. It's bath time right now! Alright, we got a bottle of water. And, we'll go for... It doesn't let me do it. Let's see. Yeah, let's put that on. What are you trying to do? Flickering the lights. The lights will flicker on and off. I could leave something to charge here. Well, I don't have anything to charge. Oh, okay. Ghost gray mist envelops the whole town. Don't see anything weird. Let me guess, jump scare? No, no. Watch TV. There's the dog teeth one again. Yawn! You got anything else? Once a year, a ramen shop appears what it was once an alleyway. The ramen sold inside is made from its former patrons but can cure any health problem. What is the point in the phone? There's got to be a reason for it. Anyway, next mystery. Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors. Let's do that one. It began with one fisherman who dragged something truly awful from the belly of the ocean, a dark writhing ooze that mesmerized him beyond control. Hid himself away for a week, adoring it, not to be seen until one moonlit night when a young girl spotted his boat drifting away. A single lantern swinging at the helm and the captivated fisherman singing eerily to his catch. Now more and more fishermen have begun to find the vile ooze in their nets, and one by one they are disappearing. Soon the ocean will have taken them all. Discard 2 item cards to complete this quest. Oh my god. Start your investigation hoping to overhear some rumors at the fish market. What does the bottled water do? +1 stamina? Oh, this is stupid. I should have just kept it to throw at somebody. I forget. Which thing shows my money? I can never remember where it is. That's not it. That's something else up there. Sorry, that's my thingy. I got a cog drop in. On a plus side, at least I'm not overflowing with sicknesses this time around. Discount item. If I remember correctly, I think if you, like... It's either if you exit and go back in, or if you re-roll too many times, then you'll actually get killed by the shopkeeper. Alright, energy drink, backpack. Okay, I did have money for that. Which one of these things shows my money? Cigarettes make you smarter? I guess. Well, the reason is it should have been called sanity, probably. Oh, there it is. FND. That's fund. Okay. Why is it written like it's a stat? It's so weird. That's what confuses me every time. Alright, what else you got? I remember that Haru guy, I think he requires cigarettes. Let's get a flashlight. I feel like I'm going to need that. Investigate downtown. That's a friendly shopkeeper, I assume, especially for a doggo like him. The investigation is starting to take a toll on your health. You feel like you're about to fall asleep standing up. How do you address your weakened state? Coffee! It's National Coffee Day! Ordering your coffee, you find you can't even pay for it. Unhappy, you quickly exit the shop. Whoops, I forgot. Whoopsie daisies. And though you braved the stench for hours, you gleaned nothing besides the fact the fisherman had a wife. Perhaps you should pay her a visit. About to say, you don't have money for the coffee. I'm sure it still would have gone horribly wrong anyway. If I'm gonna be 100% with you, that's just how this game goes. Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of a house, visibly nervous. Before he enters the house, he turns around as if he's checking for any unwanted followers. What could it mean? Follow the weird man. The door is locked, but you repeat the knocking pattern the suspicious man used. A moment later, the door opens and a surprised teen with greasy hair asks who the hell you are. Mistaking these nerds for cultists sure is embarrassing, but deep inside you're relieved. Minus 2% doom. Well, that was just a waste of everyone's time. When you arrive at the fisherman's house, it stands long vacated. Peering in through the dusty window, you recoil in shock. Yeah, I don't know why it isn't just like... Whoops. There they all go. I don't know why it isn't just... I gotta figure out how to articulate this. But there's something very strange about how this game is assembled. Like, honestly, instead of making, like, a roguelike pseudo-RPG, they should have just made a point-and-click. Also, geez, that added 4% Doom every time I bought something. That's crazy. Let's investigate. There's a local legend about a heartbroken seamstress. One stormy night, she broke into a local inn and stitched the unsuspecting guests together. Her final gruesome artwork. Well, that's just a legend, right? Check out the sewing machine. On the sewing machine, you spot a strange engraving. When you get closer to investigate, your mind is flooded with forbidden knowledge. You leave the room quickly. You gain the spell. The fisherman's wife lies in the kitchen, mutilated and covered with black marks. Jesus. Yeah. Abolished. Towers eldritch enemy damage. Lowers. Oh god, what is that little mark there? Lowers eldritch enemy damage by 1. Costs 3 stamina. I guess investigate her again. It's a bad time to be out of cash, says the grim-looking man who's standing in your way. Our company, fortunately, specializes in cases like yours, and we're glad to help you get back on track. After all, he takes a step closer, and you could swear there was a faint smell of rust around the man. Everyone has something to sell. Jar of blood, fondest memory, or peace of mind. Abolish armpit hair was successful, I see. For heaven's sake. I guess jar of blood? You startle awake on a park bench. Did you faint? There's no sign of the grim man anywhere, but you find an envelope full of cash inside your pocket. Full of cash. It's just 2. Also, how did I end up in a park bench? Again, this is what I mean. This game just kind of just goes, well... Now you're here, and now you're back where you were. Surely someone else must have caught one of these. You look around hoping to spot one of them. What do we got in here? Don't have anything. Investigate the seaside. The ocean is hungry. You're stopped by a person with a knife. They look incredibly sad. It wants me, but I'm afraid I'm too much of a coward to do it myself. Can you help me? Needs fast hands perk. What do I do? Talk them out of it. Let them kill themselves. Alright, go ahead and do it. No. No. Alright, talk them out of it. Ooh, okay, good. After a long conversation, they hand you the knife and thank you. I was gonna say, if they end up just fucking doing it anyway. Whoa, yeah. Yep. Ritual dagger. Oh, that thing's pretty sick looking. Could you just imagine that shit? Just be like, nah, man, go ahead. Oh, I'm so proud of the job I did on that emote. It's so perfect. Small chance of recovering reason after defeating an enemy. Now let's equip this one. Oh, goody, an ad. Young man has glassy eyes and mumbles his replies as he caresses his cash. The beating movements of his arms disturb you. The what movements? Suddenly the air around you begins to whirl. A supernatural wave of freezing wind is approaching. I love it. It's either brace yourself or move that you have absolutely no access to. I also forgot I can... Discipline. Regain 1 stamina for all successful event skill checks. Attuned with the natural rhythm of life. It's always a way out from seemingly hopeless situations. We'll do discipline. Strength. Alright. Suddenly the air around you begins to whirl. Right, I already did that. Brace yourself. Fantastic. The blizzard chills you to the bone and disappears as quickly as it began. My favorite! After a slow interrogation, the young man manages to stutter out something about an organized fishing trip. Walking on the beach, you discover a giant charred pit. As you wonder what was buried here and why, you hear a crackling sound getting louder as everything around you becomes scorching hot. Oh, fantastic. It's a fucking ghost. Maybe? Yeah, it's a ghost, because I can't physically attack him. Incorporeal enemy. Okay, well, an ad break is starting anyway. I need... Need to take a break from yapping anyway. And I missed the trash. Okay. Okay, ad break's over. I needed a break from my throat. Anyway, don't take that out of context. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, clap, clap, bow, bow, bow. Okay, how many did it say just now? 3 ritual. 3 ritual moves, right? Clap, bow, bow. Alright. Up. Clap, bow, bow, clap, bow. Oh, specific sequences. Yeah. Oh, God. And it's random, like, each time. Bow, clap, bow, bow. Alright. Someone made a chart. Bow, clap, bow, bow. There we go. Defeated Burning Man. What's that? Corpse dust. Slip out at night and race toward the beach, terrified of what comes next. I don't think my character's okay. There's just blood everywhere. The full moon shines bright in the cloudless night sky. The ink-black ocean waves glimmer eerily. All the residents have drawn their shutters tight and locked their doors. Your footsteps are silent in the sand. The only audible sounds are your ragged breathing and pounding heartbeat. You arrive at the water's edge, breathless. The possessed fishermen's boats fill the horizon with their light. Tiny yellow spots navigating across a dark ocean under a dark sky. You cannot make out the figures on board. Hypnotized, you watch as they bob their way out of the harbor. Their lanterns move farther and farther away, and you hear this odd chanting slowly fade with the wind. You stand in the cold until the final boat is out of sight, and it is pitch black again. There's nothing to do now. You head home, the weird chant still in your head. How did did I check the full log again? I don't remember. There it is. Let me just get a shot of that just so I remember when Alright, no one spoke of the fishermen after they sailed off. Grieving mothers would not let their children anywhere near the cursed beach. Over time, people forgot the last time they saw a boat out on the waves. Ending B. No, I didn't have any items to get rid of, so I couldn't get the other ending. No events available. Plus 30 experience, minus 3% doom. Okay. Oh, it's raining. More and more students going missing. The police have restricted access to the school's building. How do I get this off of me? Am I, like, okay? Am I just simply damaged? Yeah, I'm just damaged. But yeah, figuring out the right sequence of bows and claps is the only way to get rid of the, It's the only way to get rid of ghosts, because you can't attack them physically. Not a new mystery yet. Let's go for hot water. Regain more stamina that way. Look through the peephole. There's that weirdo again. Ah, shoot. Anything new on TV? Local police are helpless as more and more victims turn up in the downtown area with their throats slashed. Yeah, that's enough that's enough TV. Let's look at the storage. Put that in storage. Yeah, that's actually pretty important given how I died last time. I died! Alright. Bloody brief of a beckoning bulletin. Oh, we have an empty bottle now. I wonder if I can... Can't I just, like, break it and then stab somebody with it? Alarming account of abnormal arms. Rotten report of a rancid ramen. Bloody brief of a beckoning bulletin. You decide. Arms, ramen, or bulletin? I fill it with water at the faucet. I wish it was that simple. Arms. Alright, I had a feeling it'd come to this. I remember when it started. The woman next door was strangled to death in her bed with no sign of forced entry. The killer was never found and the apartment remained vacant. Door to her apartment was closed and she lived alone. What other ways in are there? Maybe you can get the apartment plan to compare with other flats? Wait patiently at a reception area. You still had some time before your to the office. Emergency department is crowded as a direct result of the weird happenings in your town. You're finally asked to the doctor's office now. How can I help you today? Additional actions available on the injury cards. I feel like the skull is observing your every move. Whoop. Painkiller. You used the opportunity to steal a bottle of pills. +2 stamina. That pair has been following you since morning. Yes, these stalkers again. Let's investigate the hospital again, I suppose. Someone has been branding the patients with occult symbols. Branded, like cattle. Are they preparing a feast for their eldritch masters? +4% doom. That didn't resolve anything, but okay. The Anatomical Museum Archive displays a specimen with elongated arms and jellified bones. -1 reason. My dad was in there and saw that skull. He'd go, "Ahoy there, I'm a skull!" Hearing footsteps, you turn around. Behind you stands a pretty woman in a sweater. Natural beauty. Yes, this is exactly what I need. You shudder seeing the weird woman reaching into her pocket and producing a nasty-looking knife. Pretty face. Mind if I borrow it? Is she wearing a mask? Anyway, get out of here, miss. Oh, fuck, she missed every single one of them. Aspiring model cuts you with her knife. Oh! Ah, boy. Technically wants our face, so I assume that's the face of a victim. What was the screenshot I just took? Oh, clap, clap, bow, bow. Can I get rid of her like that? Is that what I just read? Bow, clap, clap, bow, bow. I got it backwards. Ah! Nope. It just pissed her off. But you're wearing a weird mask. Alright. Pray. Just start praying. Needs a firearm before reception. Just kick the crap out of her. Oh god, she got me. Evil clown. Yeah, now she is. Lucky earrings. Yeah, I don't think that's going to help me. Throw it at me. Yeah, I'm fucking dead. Resisting the unknown horror was taking its toll on your health. Weakened, you finally succumb to your injuries. Alone. As the dust settles upon your open eyes, reality starts to crumble. Old God is ready to return once more. You've perished. Man, oh man. I don't know why there's not, like, achievements. They're in the game. Yeah, what can you do? Okay, let me just check something. I had a list of stuff that I was planning to play for this month. Let me just see what we got. I don't have it in... God, so many of these are like RPG Maker horror games, and it's like, I don't have the... I don't have the brain right now for that. Nah, 256 is just gonna make me dizzy. What else do I have in here? I could do Ebe. I'll do Ebe. Alright, let's see. Slash marker. Alright, we're gonna do Ebe.